thank you for teaching me how to love, showing me what the word means, what I've been dreaming of. And now I know there is nothing that I could not do, thanks to you for teaching me how to feel, showing me my emotions, letting me know what's real from what is not. What I've got is more than I'd ever hoped for, and a lot of what I've hoped for is thanks to you. No mountain, no valley, no time, no space, no heartache, no heartbreak, no far from grace can stop me from believing that my love will pull me through, thanks to you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for coming over and giving your time to this meeting. First and foremost, I would like to introduce the teaching force of Casildo Nulon Elementary School. Shall we start with the grade 1? Ma'am Inoy, grade po, ma'am. Ma'am Inoy. Our grade 2 teacher, Ma'am Josefina de Crepito, is not around. She is not feeling well. So let's move on to our grade 3, the youngest. The second to the youngest. Mrs. Catherine Ibanez de la Gonzalo. Mas gabong pa. Let's move on to our grade 3. Grade 4, rather. Our grade 4 teacher. The ever young. Ma'am Lolita Suwan. Miss. And let's move on to our grade 4 teacher, our video operator. Please come over. Grade 4 teacher.
Grade 5, ma'am.
Grade 5. Grade 5 teacher. Mrs. Maristel Quinones Ponterada. Our grade 5 advisor. Let's move on to our grade 6 teacher, Mrs. Maria Gloria A. Sarael. Alcover Sarael. Okay, again, thank you very much. Sorry, our preschool, the youngest among the group, Mrs. Jean Milioria. I almost forgot. So, thank you very much for coming over. And shall we start with our discussion? I'm Mrs. Marilyn Salboro. Very high-tech, no Ninoy. Okay, let's move on. Shall we start? So one of our requirements of our IC class is to discuss on the 4 domains of the school head's responsibility, which are the instructional supervision, school management, school communications, and school community relations. Along these 4 domains, we are going to discuss on the problems encountered in our school, as well as the possible solutions to the problem. But before that, I'm going to discuss with you what is this instructional supervision all about. So, it is very important that in a school, the principal or the school head should have instructional leadership as she supervises the school. So when we talk about instructional supervision, it involves raising student achievement. And that's what we are doing every day. We are teaching our students to raise their achievement and creating valuable educational opportunities for our students. We will make the stay of our students in school more fun. So it's very important that we have to make learning of our students fun. Through effective supervision of instruction, administrators can reinforce and enhance teaching practices that will contribute to improve student learning. So, by doing this, by skillfully analyzing performance and appropriate data, administrators can provide meaningful feedback and direction to teachers that can have a profound effect on the learning that occurs in each classroom. That's why we are having observation. We're having the clinical supervision as well as the clinical observation rather, and the unannounced observation for you to be able to be guided on what to do and for you to be able to be given feedback to improve your instruction. So shall we start with the problems along this domain? So shall we start with the instructional supervision? So in our school, what are those problems that we encountered along this domain? Instructional supervision, anyone? So I told you to list down problems that we encountered in our school. So you can now refer to your copy for the answers. Problems encountered. Mrs. Villagonzalo.
In my class, Mom, I've noticed that there is poor reading abilities of some children. I mean, the poor comprehension skills.
Okay, so our children have poor comprehension skills. That's one of the problems. So what is the possible solution to this? Possible solution, Ma'am Ina, do you have an idea?
Based on my experience, the implementation of breaking the reading code in the tutorial way. We could also include the phonetic sounds, Ma'am.
Okay.
Which start from phonetic sounds, especially the grade 1. Okay, the A to Z sounds.
So we have the breaking the reading code, the tutorial way of which our division is implementing. What else? Aside from the tutorial program that our division is offering, what else can we have as a possible solution?
Another solution, Ma'am, is to implement pull-out classes.
Okay, to
Like
implement.
the school reading specialists.
Okay, very good. So we have the...
Ma'am, Catherine.
Okay. So having the pull-out classes. What's that, ma'am? Pull-out classes. Remedial instruction?
Yes, Ma'am.
Remedial. Giving remedial instruction.
Remediation.
Reading remediation through pull-out classes. So in charge of this is Ma'am
The reading
Catherine.
specialist.
The reading specialist, Mrs. Villagonzalo. So, we have other problems with regards to this domain, instructional supervision. We have only one second. We have other problems. Ma'am Gloria.
Another problem is poor knowledge and skills of teachers to integrate learning classes.
Okay, poor knowledge and skills of teachers to integrate technology in teaching. So, poor skills, lack of skills or lack of technological skills to integrate the use of technology in the teaching learning process. So, what else? What should be the possible solution to this?
One of the possible solutions is to conduct school-based training on ICT.
Very good. So, to conduct school-based training on ICT, of which we are planning during our EMPRE comes October.
Yes.
So, get ready, Ma'am Pompirada and Mrs. Villagonzalo, for the training. Get ready for the matrix for that training. Okay. So, do we have other problems with regards to instructional supervision?
Lack of computer facilities.
Lack of computer facilities. So we have only one computer in our school. So what should be the possible solution to this problem?
Provide motivation to teachers laptop.
Okay. So possible solution, as your head, I am motivating each one to buy your own laptop to be used in your classroom. Because we cannot wait for the government to give us those kind of facilities. It's very hard. It's very hard to solicit, so you have to provide your own laptop. Comes October. Okay, so do we have other problems that we encountered along this domain?
Scarcity of textbook.
Okay, we have also this what we call scarcity of textbooks. What kind of textbooks?
Science.
Okay, so
Science.
I believe that it's science that we lack from grade 2?
Grade
three?
5.
Grade 3, no science textbook.
I only have 6 books.
6 books only for grade 3. What about grade 4? Ma'am, no more? No science book? Even one?
For my reference only.
One science book for reference only.
Teachers use.
So what about mom? What about grade
Only
5?
one science book.
Only one science book. Grade 6 na. Few. So grade 1 we didn't have science with
Yes, ma'am.
kinder. So that's a great problem really. Having 6 few books for science. And that's very important for us to be able to compete technologically and globally. We have to have science books. So as teachers, what could be the possible solution to this problem?
Sourcing of donation of
Okay.
books from private schools. maybe.
Sourcing, which we have one. We have one benefactor, Corieso. Corieso College of Digos giving us a school library. Aside from that, what can you do as a teacher for solution to that problem? Which Ma'am Pomperado is doing? Getting
From the internet.
getting
Information from the
information,
Worksheets.
lessons, worksheets from the internet. Very good. Very good. Very resourceful. Okay? Do we have other problems for this domain? No more? No more. Very bright. Let's move on to the second domain, which is the school management. So, if instructional supervision is more on instruction, more on achievement of pupils, let's move on to school management. So, school management refers to the totality, financial, material, and instructional supervision of the school. So, school effectiveness refers to the capacity of the school to maximize its function. What is our function? To give quality education to our students. It reflects the extent to which the schools can perform their core function, such as technical and economics, human and social, political, and educational. The effectiveness of the school shows effective school performance in order to improve the quality of education. So, it's very important that we have to plan every activity of the school for the success of our purpose here. So as principal, we play a vital role in achieving the government's aim to provide quality education for our youth. So, we will also discuss what are those problems that we encounter along school management.
Disorganized teams.
Okay. So since when I arrived in this school, I've noticed that we didn't have proper archiving and we didn't have proper filing system, of which we are starting now. Okay, so disorganized teams. Itong mga records are not in their proper perspective. So what could be the possible solution to this problem?
Assign a
Assigned focal person, and you are the focal person. And you are the focal person. Okay. Focal person. So for focal person for our Emmys and our guidance record is Mrs. Villa Gonzalo. So we will just help each other in organizing our quiz and our record in school. And we hope that we can do that this year. So hopefully. Let's move on to another concern or another issues or problem in this school management domain. Aside from disorganized Emmys, we have also the
Systematic guidance.
okay, so I believe that these two are related. So are this what's that, ma'am? Systematic guidance
record keeping.
Okay. Systematic guidance record keeping. Some of the 137 are in there and some are in here. So we are
in there in my classroom.
okay. So
Because I don't have my own
cabinet. So that will be next. Next to Ma'am Lolit one project will be given another cabinet for the record of the guidance.
Make it intact.
Okay. So it's very important that we have to keep the proper safekeeping of records because those are records of students for the past years. So we have to keep that in one place for easy access. Okay, next, what should be the possible solution? Okay, we have already finished. Provision of cabinet is the solution. Okay, another problem that we encounter along school management.
Dirty school ground.
Dirty school ground. Not so anymore. Watering.
Especially outside.
Especially nung yes. So what
After
should be
recess.
the possible solution? We have to educate our children. Okay, slowly. Because they're not used to they're not used to
Proper place.
provision of compost pit. We don't have one. In planning this Sunday, if we can have a box for our garbage, we have to let the carpenter do that on Sunday. Okay, another solution. Another solution for dirty ground.
Acquisition of grass cutter for the maintenance of cleanliness.
Okay. Having somebody to do the job, to do the cleaning using our grass cutter. We have another problem along this domain,
Lack of financial resources.
lack of financial resources. Although we have an MOOE, but we cannot just buy anything out of our MOOE. So especially if we have it's that contest, we don't have enough money for the to finance our registration as well as the transportation of our kids. So we will try to look on that. Anyway, we are surviving. We are surviving. Okay. We have other problems along this area. No more? No more? So only three? Only three? Four. We have four. So we go now to school communications. What do you understand about school communications? School communications. So, what's the importance of having school communications? Very important. Communication is very important because every day of our lives we are communicating and we are dealing with people, especially as teachers. We are dealing with students, we are dealing with our parents, we are dealing with everyone, and we are dealing with our stakeholders. So, it's very important that we have good communication skills as well as self-confidence, which is beyond question. Minoy, self-confidence, which is beyond question. That's what you are doing yesterday. Okay. Every day. Why is it that communication is important? Because it can improve our relationship. If we don't have good communication skills, if you just sit in the corner and we don't talk, we will not gain friends, and we will not also improve. Good communication is an essential tool in achieving productivity and maintaining strong working relationship at all levels of an organization. That's why when we have activities, that's why when we have meeting, I always ask you, what are those negative aspects that happen during our activity? What are those positive ones? And what are those things that we will improve next time? Okay, so it's very important. We have to talk. You have to say what you want, or not your problem, not your personal problem, especially money problem, because I don't have money. Okay, so it's very important. And according to my readings, employers who invest time and energy into delivering clear lines of communication will rapidly build up levels of trust among employees, leading to increases in productivity, output, and morale in general. While poor communication in the workplace will inevitably lead to unmotivated staff that may begin to question their own confidence in their abilities and inevitably in the organization. So if we don't talk with each other, so there's no room for improvement. So it's very important that we have to be open, we have to talk, whatever our plans, whatever our failures, problems, so that we can always have room for improvement next time. Okay. So, what are those problems that we encountered along school communications? Jean.
Irregular attendance of parents, ma'am, during meetings.
Okay, so that's our problem because most of our families here belongs to low socioeconomic status. So they would rather prefer to be in the farm, to be in the field, to be in their work, never minding their role as parents of their children. So what should be the possible solution to this? Yes, Ma'am Inoy.
The solution is to motivate parents to participate, attend meeting, assemblies, and able to understand other roles and responsibilities in educating their children.
Okay, so we have to motivate. That's what we can do. Motivate our parents. Always talk to them. Be open to them. Talk to them about their children, about the achievement of their children, about the problems of their children in school. What else? What could be possible solution along that problem, along that issue? Give training?
Failure of teachers to attend meetings.
Failure of teachers.
Maybe due to undelivered memos. from the
Okay,
district office.
so failure of teachers to attend meetings, especially in the district office, district meetings, because of late delivery of the memorandum, or the memorandum has not been delivered, or we were not able to get the memo from the pigeonhole. So that's the one. So possible solution to this.
Instead, memorandum has been issued earlier.
Okay, okay. That's the problem in our department. We always issue memorandum late. So I have to bring this up during our staff meeting, that they have to prepare, they have to deliver and issue memorandum ahead of time so that the concern can really attend or to eradicate this kind of problem. What else along communication?
Another problem.
Yes, ma'am.
So another problem on their school communication is that there is communication gap between teachers and parents due to negative teachers.
Okay, so there is communication gap between teachers and parents due to negative attitude of some parents. Okay. Because maybe they are not educated well. So as teachers, you have to educate them during homeroom PTA meeting. You have to talk to them. You share to them what are their roles as parents. Because they cannot just leave their children in school and leave to our care. It should be a partnership between parents and teachers. It takes a whole village to raise a child. So it should be a collaborative effort between the parents, the teachers, and the community. Okay. Possible solution?
And then parenting seminar.
Okay, give parenting seminar of which I'm planning for the kinder parents only this coming November. So parenting seminar. We will start with the kinder because that's the first step. So if they are the kinder parents are able to understand their roles, so maybe along throughout grades, kinder to grade 6, they would already know the responsibility. Okay, so no more? Do we have another problem along school communication? No more. So we have for communication gap is one, another is communication gap.
Failure of teachers to
Failure
attend
teachers to attend
meetings.
meetings and
Regular
regular
attendance.
attendance. I think we have already cited some possible solutions as regard to the issues. Let's move on to the last, the school and community relations, of which we are still building. But in relation to school communications, I've noticed our parents here they're not so cooperative, maybe due to negative attitude and communication gap between parents and teachers. So what are other possible solutions to this?
Still, irregular and poor attendance of
Regular and
parents.
poor attendance of parents
During meetings or dagyaw.
or andagyaw, our bayanihan. And I am worried because our IPCR is how many percent more of the attendance? 80 is 75%.
Especially, we need to
You need to educate really your parents. In order for you to be able to get 4 or 5 rating. Okay, so what else?
some meetings conflict of time or schedule of some meetings during PTA and some parents they also have their seminars on the other organizations, especially for the ABK members.
ABK, what are those other groups here? ABK, we have the For Peace, other groups, religious activities. So what are the possible solutions to this? I believe this is a prevailing problem
Yes.
since time
Maybe we will
immemorial.
have an agreement on festival schedule among the PTA officials. Siguro.
Agreement between, but still this problem is a prevailing problem because our parents here are working. But if they really know their role as parents, they have to have time for their children. That's very important. So again, we have to educate and motivate our parents. What else? Along school, community relations.
Another solution,
Ma'am Loli?
drawing of commitment to prioritize the meetings of the schedule of all concerns.
Okay. So, making commitments.
Yes.
What's the word, ma'am? Making?
Drawing.
Drawing of commitment. So, do we need them to sign?
If
Signature
possible.
campaign? Or sandubuan? Blood compact? So that they will. I believe that the best solution to this is really the same with what you had shared a while ago, that we have to educate, go back to educating our parents, because that's what I have observed in this community, that they lack the the proper motivation. They lack the proper education, and they don't know what are the roles as parents. Have you noticed our students? Some of them are ill-mannered. They don't have proper breathing. So it starts with the family. So you can go back to the root of the family. Why are those students are like this? So again, let's go back to our roles as teachers. We have to educate our children for them to be able to become good citizens. And what else? For them to be able to compete to our globally competitive world. Okay, so we have other problems. We have other issues with regards to school-community relations. No more?
Another problem.
Yes, ma'am? So on?
Limited time spent on school community relations due to conflict of schedule.
Okay, the same. Or, what's that, ma'am?
Limited time
Limited
spent
time.
on
Limited time.
relations.
What should be the possible solution along that line, Ma'am Adi?
We will take some representative to attend activities
Ah,
in
okay.
behalf of the school.
School. Even our barangay officers, barangay officials, our barangay captain cannot come in some of our activities because of conflicting schedules. So what he did is he sent somebody here to represent him. Just like me, when I was hospitalized, I delegated Ma'am Lolit to take my part during our barangay fiesta in judging the purot. So I think we have shared a lot. No more? We have other issues, we have other problems that you would like to raise. Maybe you are forgetting something. You can still add for instructional supervision, school management, school communication, and school community relations. Do you have other? I think you have listed lots of problems. Listed lots of problems. Because that's your assignment. Okay? No more? So, thank you very much for your cooperation, for your collaboration, for your time, for always being there to support our school. And I'm very happy to have you. I'm very happy to be a part of this group. And we will be having another meeting next week along other issues. And we will just so thank you very much, and I hope that everybody enjoy working at this school. I believe that we have lots of what's that? New innovation coming in and coming out. So I hope that you will just embrace and accept ever new innovations that our department is implementing. So thank you very much for your time, and I hope that you will have the energy, the enthusiasm to continue our work. Thank you very much, and God bless.